That car you just saw careen off a 25-foot drop isn't the first one captured by surveillance cameras. It is one of at least 7 cars over the last 4 years that crashed all off of the same intersection, just off the I-8 east of La Mesa, behind the Brigantine restaurant. The most recent crash happened just last month. The man who gave NBC7 that video manages the building and the parking lot where all those wrecks wind up.
Well, he shared copies of emails with NBC7 investigative reporter Alexis Rivas. And Alexis, these emails show San Diego County's known about this problem for nearly 4 years.
It has. And pretty early on, the county said a guardrail would make sense here. But years later, still no guardrail. So we sat down with the county's new public works director to ask, why not?
I just felt I had a hunch that I wanted to start documenting this.
By this, Blake Hertel means surveillance videos like...
This person ran the stop sign.
And?
So there's somebody in this car right here.
To get a better picture of what's happening, it helps to have a bird's eye view. See, Grossmont Boulevard and Fuerte Drive both curve when they intersect. So if drivers aren't paying attention and realize too late they need to swing around a curve instead of drive straight ahead, there's no shoulder, no margin of error. Quite the opposite. Both roadways hug the top of a 25-foot hill, one that drops into an often packed parking lot.
That's my worst fear, is that I get a call one night and they say somebody got hit out in the parking lot.
Hertel first reached out to the county nearly 4 years ago. Initially, things looked optimistic. A county engineer told him the site qualified for a guardrail, a process that could take at least 2 years. But now it's been more than 3 years. And when Hertel asked for an update this past winter, no one answered.
How many more of these are we going to have before something worse happens?
Something worse came close to happening last month when this car rolled over the hill and collided with a parked car with someone inside. And this was the second rollover in less than 2 weeks.
This has gotten to the point where somebody's going to get seriously injured.
So last month, Hertel told the county he planned to tip the media. And within hours, surveillance cameras captured county workers installing reflective pylons at the intersection.
Not that we were trying to avoid the media, but we were trying to acknowledge that he was feeling frustrated and wanted to get that taken care of as quickly as possible.
Marissa Berry is the county's new director of Public Works. She said the Grossmont and Fuerte guardrail request is one of 76 guardrail projects waiting for funding.
Why are there so many guardrails waiting still for construction?
We actually, I believe, have a pretty healthy program when it comes to taking care of our roads.
There's just a lot of them.
But we have 2,000 miles of roads.
And guardrails compete with things like traffic signals, bike lanes, sidewalks, new curbs, and road repairs for the same pot of money. So she says they prioritize projects in places where people have paid the highest price.
And we have never received a police report of an accident at that intersection.
But that doesn't mean they didn't happen. NBC7 Investigates found police and fire records tying at least 3 crashes to this intersection. But Barry says since the county didn't know about any of them, they didn't prioritize the project. They even assumed the problem had been fixed. Even now, they're still on the fence.
We need to know what the root problem is. Is the problem having something to keep a car from going off the edge of the hill?
Or do drivers just need more warning about the curve?
We don't want to make the problem worse. And colliding with that guardrail, if we put a guardrail there, that might be more detrimental than that rolling down that slope.
The county hopes to have a clearer answer by this fall. Barry says they will install a white wooden fence like this one at that intersection. It won't prevent a car from driving over the edge, but they hope it will draw attention to this unusual stop.
And we're really hopeful this will help resolve that.
But until people and cars in the parking lot are protected, Hertel won't be satisfied.
There's a very easy solution. This isn't ambiguous. We know what the solution is.
And that, says Hertel, is nothing short of a guardrail.
That would have prevented every single one of the accidents that we've observed.
So the county says that they never got any crash reports tied to that particular intersection, but you guys found several police and fire rescue records related to crashes there. So explain why the county didn't see those.
So the system the county uses to collect data on these crashes only includes police reports when there's a serious injury or a death. We searched that same system. We could only find one such report tied to this intersection, and that report didn't happen until last month.
So why is the county installing this wooden fence? Why not just install a guardrail?
Well, the wooden fence costs $50,000. A guardrail? $50,000, yeah. The guardrail, a lot more, $500,000.
Wow.
So the county wants to wait and see if the fence can prevent these rollovers, and if so, they can avoid dropping $500,000.
And it's expensive, you're saying, that expensive, because they would really have to drill down. It's like a big endeavor in this particular spot.
That's right. Because of the embankment dropping, a lot of engineering and studying would have to go into kind of fortifying this guardrail.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, thank you. The county created a website where you can suggest road safety improvements like this, or report potholes, damaged roadways, or broken signs. It also has the Tell Us Now app to report other non-emergency issues. And we have links to both of those on our website. Just go to NBC7.com.